alive and we better. So celebrate, give in mind it's not okay then to do. So meditating, a bit of another way into it. Communicating, but that's on my better, cause that humanity is fading. I can see that we need intelligence operating. We better come as the D and the rest of the 18. We need true intentions and not just fake.
I am here to reveal a secret that will provide everyone the ability to produce physical evidence, and the knowledge will remove the sting of death. The evidence can be recorded with a photograph, and additional photographs can be used to consider its relevance to your life. Everyone is finding it difficult due to law or regulation to practice or gather for worship, and everyone can spare a few minutes of time. I will explain how the ancients worshipped without a church in the past and present the references from a recognized source that everyone can review. The foundation of the evidence is reference from verses from the King James Bible that is recognized as a worldwide standard. In addition, images from advanced photography, including software that can be used for personal use that will reveal the marks of mankind. I will take you down the path of Scripture and science to demonstrate that everyone is part of a family constellation, and as at the same time you're surrounded by your loved ones, the greatest family constellation that you're part of is your nation, a self-organizing system whose centuries-old habits are now under an unrelenting attack by forces who know more about these things than you are capable of learning in the time you need to protect yourself. Mankind organizes into clusters and, like animals do, where within habits are acquired, and a repeated actions sees this system always growing towards excellence, which in the animal world can be seen evidence in flocks of birds and schools of fish performing amazing feats while operating in unison, and in human beings can be seen in any bird's eye view of people navigating traffic on busy city streets, either by car or in walking, and sees any animal that travels or hunts in a group has to have a way of moving where they're not colliding all the time. And also includes that human social groups are also coordinated by these fields. Our emphasis in all of our videos is on positivity, which defeats fear and reduces its influence and effects. If you would like to learn more, please subscribe and hit the notification button. And for those who consider supporting our worthy cause, can consider the additional information and services available through our Patreon account. I present to you the answers to a mystery. Who am I? References included, sources you can trust, and science. At the end of this video are my qualifications. Why is this important? The living know that they will die. This is outlined in Psalm 146:4. His breath goeth forth, he returneth to his earth, in that very day his thoughts perish. The knowledge of the past. Destiny is described in the Latin, deriving from the Latin word destinare. Destiny means that which has firmly been established. But we must also consider fate, which has a Greek and Roman origin. In fate, it's called the Greek mora, the plural mora, the Latin parca, the plural parse, in Greek and Roman mythology, any of three goddesses who determine human destinies, and in particular, the span of a person's life and his allotment of misery and suffering. The Roman goddesses were named Nona, Decuma, and Morta. Factors of the present. The factors of death are generally accident, crime, and disease. The following is the basic instruction review. Position and orientation. You will be facing 10 to 15 degrees to the right of north, the right hand upturned to the sun, the left hand downturned to the earth, between 8 and 10 a.m. A general practice is to photograph the top of your right hand and photograph the palm of the right hand. On any clear morning, the sun will rise in the east. Go toward the sun and position yourself so that you have an unobstructed view of the sun in the east and the sky of the north. Raise the right arm to target the sun with your hand to line the sun center between the web of your finger and thumb to focus the sun on the palm of your hand. Your left hand is pointing towards the ground, and the ground transmits the sun's energy flowing out of your body. The energy you receive from the rays of the sun is returned to the earth. When you have aligned the sun with your right hand with your arm comfortably stretched out, you will turn your head and body to the left side toward the north. The energy you receive from the rays of the sun is returned to the earth. It is I who comes before you, the one true God, to give praise and thanks for this day you have granted me. I ask that you give me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and blot my transgressions from your sight, so that I may bring praise and glory to your name. The science will demonstrate a light pulse traveling through a bottle of water. The energy of the light of the sun pulses through your body. A high-speed video of a pulse of light shot through a Coke bottle with text in the video for your review. The light will illuminate the darkest place on earth. Everyone can use the light of the sun to light the darkest place on earth. The darkest place on earth is between our ears. Light will enter your arm and fill your heart. Biblical references. The mystery is outlined in 1 Corinthians 15:51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall all not sleep, but we shall all be changed. 1 Corinthians 15:52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. In 1 Corinthians 15:53, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. How is this done? In 1 Corinthians 15:54, the process for the mortal on how it is done. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Victory over death. Remove the sting of death. In 1 Corinthians 15:55, O death, where is thy sting? Where is thy victory? The expectations can be analyzed by checking the photograph record of your hands. Everyone in the world should know. Additional references on how this process can circumcise the heart and how the sun cleans the flesh is available to subscribers of this channel with an email with the subject line as follows: more to subscriber@partnershipamerica.com. Who am I? I am the lineal descendant of a family that lived during the time of Adam and Eve, who were all part of the original 10,000. The present population of 7 billion plus are their descendants. World population history from 10,000 to 7 billion plus. Who is mankind? Science identifies three types through the Human Genome Project. It requires 16,459 base pairs. Homo sapiens represent 100 plus, while Neanderthal equals 200 plus, and Denisovans are 300 plus. These are the variants. The project identifies three distinct species. I am known as the raven of our family, which is the ancient symbol of our family crest. My ancestor, Jimmu Tenno, the first emperor, and the raven with my chop mark. The crest of my family can be found marked in the land and in the imperial palace. My great-grandfather and his cousin, my great-grandfather, was the liaison between the samurai and Commodore Perry. From the writings of antiquity attributed to a Hebrew prince, our origin, name, and a prophecy is known as the Seven Samurai. Not this one, nor this one. This one. My birth can be found within the description of Genesis 49:10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Stellarium demonstrates this reference to show that this verse refers to the celestial connection to Pisces. The high-speed passing of this object occurs on this date. The passing and the approach, 2 frames from NASA imagery. I am the messenger outlined in Isaiah 46:11, calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that execute to my counsel from a far country. Yea, I have spoken it, I will also bring it to pass, I have purposed it, I will also do it. I do not have a choice. I have purpose. We were called the people in this ancient time, and where we are from is in Lake Baikal. Khalsgull Lake and Lake Baikal are the water dragon. Japan is known as the earth dragon. We were called the Yayoi. Modern science identifies the Yayoi as Denisovans. Culturally, the Yayoi represents a notable advance over the Jomon period and is believed to have lasted for some 5 or 6 centuries, from about the 3rd century BCE to the 2nd or 3rd century CE. This reference is from Britannica. In the land of Japan was the home of the Jomon, our spiritual brothers. Evidence of their spirituality can be seen in the ruins of Yonaguni, below the surface of the Sea of Japan. My ancestors' cave has been found and has been named the Denisova Cave. My early ancestor, he survived a cataclysm in this cave. It's now called the Denisovan Cave. And you can see our ancestors in the sky. In the prophecy of Nostradamus in the Nostradami Vaticini, our celestial sign with a familiar ancient sword. Cetus holding a first design of the samurai sword before the katana. The symbol of our name. Plate from the Vaticinia Nostradami. Plate from the Vaticinia Nostradami, a part of our name in modern symbolic script. Plate and script comparison. Trees new and old. Modern symbol, ancient symbol. Notice they are 3 crosses. And the symbol of my mother's family name. Plate from the Vaticinia Nostradami. A prophecy that identifies the legend of the 7 samurai and our ancient name, 3 trees. My physical appearance, musculoskeletal, blood, venous hum, including this light above me and the unexplainable circumstances of my life. The light above my head, the unexplainable. The visitor depicted here is in a tree of 30 feet in circumference. It is with hope that we present this information. The knowledge that can be achieved will provide answers to questions that many share and allow everyone to review the recognized references and produce their own evidence by using their knowledge, and experience to consider its relevance to their life. My purpose is to present the physical and written record and provide instructions on how the knowledge can be used to remove the sting of death to achieve victory over death. How this knowledge was lost and the reason why the past was lost is attributable to successive cataclysms that destroyed its record and a purposeful plan to exterminate any knowledge by replacing it with the plans of evil. We will have new videos out, including one on the wits, and we'll show you also on the blessings with video instructions. The second creature hunt with instructions for those to participate, and the software will be provided. There will be the Marks of Mankind digital software, and we are working towards a goal of a handheld app development on the Mackholes Comets, which are coming, and the funding. This video library, digital tomes, and Patreon shows that we can provide 1, 5, 10 supporter pledges, or a subscriber of 25 to 50 who is a partner donor. They also have access to the digital tomes and the funding. This video library, digital tomes, and an email specifically for these donors. All donors receive documentation of their donations. This project is a nonprofit 501c3 and 170B public charity. Please stay tuned. Thank you.
take a look at a family of comets that's headed towards the orbit of Earth later on this year. 3 comets, the Mach-Holtz family. That's what you're looking at right here. This is a screen grab of a solar system app that was emailed to me, and they were wondering what the bright object was going very close, or at least appears to be going close to planet Earth in this solar app, and that would be on December the 6th of 2020. When we get to looking at this a little closer, there's actually 2 more coming in with this comet in November and December. They may be visible by the end of the year. But back to the family of comets that's headed inward here in a few months may be visible in the night sky if you know where to look. Basically what happened was the Mach-Holtz family is much like what we're seeing here with the comet Atlas, which is now a family. It was one comet that fragmented and broke into multiple pieces. Well, they maintained their same orbit, much like Atlas will. Some, depending on their density, will move slower than others, but they'll still keep the same general orbit. You can see right now this is an image of Atlas, or at least what's left of it, from the Hubble Space Telescope. And you can see 4 very bright points of light, and these will probably change in their position over time. Some be back here, maybe some farther ahead, and they'll probably become like the Mach-Holtz family. Now over to the Mach-Holtz family of comets, and there you see it on a solar app right there. It looks to be zipping right by the Earth, but it's not literally that close. Here we're going to go over and look at Mach-Holtz 2. That's 141P Mach-Holtz 2. Again, this is a family of comets, and here it is coming in. This is through like July, August, September, October, November. And this one is Mach-Holtz 2, December 21st. It's going to be right even with the Earth, crossing the Earth's orbit. Not anywhere near Earth as far as, impact or anything like that, but could be visible. We'll have to wait and see. That's Mach-Holtz 2 on December the 21st. This is Mach-Holtz 2A. That's 141P. And you can see on November the 30th of 2020, right there is where it's going to be in front of the Earth, crossing the Earth's orbit. But back in here, we'll back it up a little bit, and you can see more than likely that too has a chance to be visible sometime in November. Then we've got Mach-Holtz 2D. That's 141P, same family, crossing the Earth's orbit right there. All 3 of these are coming right towards the Earth's orbit, and this one's on November 23rd of 2020. Back it up a couple of clicks, and I've got this set on a week at a time, and you can see right there it may be visible the first week of November into the second week of November, and then by late November into December it's going to cross the Earth's orbit. So a family of comets moving in by November and December. Very fascinating times we're living in, and some of these could be visible.
Into that bunker. The thing people want to talk about today is this Clark, this interstellar comet. Right? I mean, yeah, big news.
I don't see Clark.
Oh, maybe he's still sleeping.
Dad.
Some of Clark's larger fragments are now expected to enter our atmosphere.
That's right, and others are just... What are they saying?
More of the same.
I bet you it's going to make a heck of a show.
Whoa. Where are they going?
I don't know. When the first chunk's about to hit.
Hit? fragments.
Only part of it. It's going in the ocean.
Would you look at that? Wait, where's the explosion?
We now are getting word that the fragment has hit Central Florida.
Oh my God.
Wait, are some more pieces gonna hit?
Come on, let's go.
But the sky's on fire.
2 days. They got it all wrong. There's a ton of fragments. Planet killers.
Space agencies are predicting an extinction level event.
We're gonna be together, all right, kiddo? We're just trying to get to safety.
They've been tracking the military flights to bunkers in Greenland.
It's our only chance.
Move back! Perimeter breach. Perimeter breach. Runway 33. Drop your weapons now!
Allison! Nathan! Allison!
Where's Dad?
We'll find him. It's okay. Clark's largest fragment will hit in less than 24 hours.
I swear, I'm gonna get my family into that bunker. I know you will, son.
If you are hearing this broadcast, seek shelter immediately.
What is it? What's going on?
If you are hearing this broadcast, seek shelter immediately. Seek shelter immediately.
Hang on, Nathan.
Seek shelter immediately. Seek shelter immediately.
Years from now, they're gonna ask us, where were you when they took over the planet? I'm gonna say, we just stood by and watched.
Sick of the lies and them, sick of the war and them, sick of the lies and them, sick of the war, sick of the lies and them, sick of the war and them, sick of the lies and them, sick of the war.